Wait a second. I'm sitting in front of my computer and I'm playing with my gun. Oh shit, I know what this means!
You guys remember when we used to put on those silly little uniforms, Batman and Superman, and we used to run around and pretend like we were superheroes?
Yeah. I mean, I was playing around with Ninja Turtle shit, but, yeah, I remember doing that. My son still does that. So, good on you for remembering random shit in the past.
Well, guess what? They were comic book characters. But today there's...
Oh, damn. And I thought I was really Batman. I mean, I was just missing the charisma, the money, the lack of parents. I could have done with the lack of parents. The lack of money, though, that's the one thing I don't like.
And women who put on a uniform every single day, and they're real superheroes. They're running into the midst of...
Yeah, I'm not trying to downplay what, our law enforcement officials and everything do for us, but they're far from superheroes. I mean, superhero would be like Super Cop, and he's got like the magical power of democracy or the magical power of getting people to not kill each other, or some kind of persuasive power, that's not easily corruptible like politicians. But I do admit that they are indeed heroes. I mean, they're doing a job that admittedly I won't sign up to do. Not just because of the physical requirements of it, but just because in general, you're putting your life on the line every single goddamn day for people that more than likely hate you. Just think about that for a moment. I mean, right now is one of the most, dangerous times to be a cop in America, as well as some of the most dangerous times to be a black man in America. I mean, just in general, it's kind of a bad time, with all these shootings going around. I mean, not only do you have to worry about your bratty little kid shooting you in the face or shooting your other kid in the face, but you also have to worry about, Officer John, stopping you and shooting you in the arm and killing your ass. Then also you have to worry about false 911 calls where you're pretty much going to your death if you're a cop. So superheroes, no, I think that they deserve enough respect that we actually say heroes. This might be a little bit of a small thing here at the beginning, but I just think comparing cops to superheroes is a little disingenuous and disrespectful to them, because it puts a lot of high expectations on cops, and I mean they're human. They're gonna make mistakes. Some cops are real shitty, and some cops are awesome. It's all up to the individual. We've all seen videos where cops have been awesome. We've also seen videos of some of the most shittiest cops out there. It's just the human condition.
Situations that have nothing to do with them, and they're taking care of business on your behalf.
Why are you yelling?
Every time you're in danger, every time someone pulls a gun on you or does something to you, they're willing to defend you, and they're called police officers.
I did not know that's what they were called. I am so glad that you were here to let me know that, Josh.
The problem is it...
Please, Joshua Feuerstein, tell me the problem. I've been dying to know.
This movement in America that is absolutely degrading the lives of good police officers. And I was raised in a home where we respected police. In fact, I had a little police uniform. I dressed up. I played like I was a cop. Why? Because I was taught that cops were heroes.
Okay. I think that's all good and all, but also you shouldn't put cops up on a pedestal. It's the same thing with religion. I mean, you're pretty well versed in religion there, boy. But putting cops up on a pedestal to where they can't be wrong and they always deserve respect, I don't necessarily agree with. But then again, I feel like, respecting the job is different than respecting the person. You can respect the job, but still be on guard as to respecting the person. So I think that that's what we need to focus on. So I'm disagreeing with you a little bit here, Josh, in that you need to respect the job, but don't necessarily immediately respect the person. Because the person behind the badge can be a shitty fucking person, or they can be the best cop in the fucking world.
Hey, we got kids that are growing up in these different homes where the kids where the parents are not respecting police. They're cussing them out, calling them pigs, telling kids not to trust them. That's the problem.
Okay, well, Josh, I think that there's a multitude of problems with this. I think that one of the biggest issues is, how those particular families have been treated in the past by cops. True, there are a good number of people out there that are just shitty in general, and they'll always be shitty, and they'll treat cops shitty, but they're not just treating cops shitty. They treat everybody shitty. So cops are nothing special to them. But if you want to talk about those that have had bad experiences with the police force and, they allow those experiences to dictate how they deal with the police, I think that it's totally reasonable and understandable that they not exactly trust the police. They don't exactly trust the people behind the badge, and they don't trust the position because of what has happened to them in the past. You totally neglecting that and totally dismissing their past feelings about it and everything, I think is a total shit move on your part.
Fostering a generation of people who no longer have respect for authority. It's a godless and a disgusting generation.
I'm guessing you're saying that it's godless because we're not respecting some kind of authority here. And godlessness, you don't respect the authority of God. You pretty much roll the authority of God up in a nice little paper towel, and then you wipe your ass with it, and then you throw it down the commode because that's pretty much it's worth the paper that it's printed on, basically, which isn't worth that much. Except for some of the bigger Bibles. Some of those can be quite expensive. My guess is that it was to make money for the clergy and shit. And the idea that you're purporting here is that police officers can't be shitty, that they're perfect in some way, that they're, that they're above being wrong, and that you need to always respect that, and that you need to always keep that in mind. Like, if a police officer says that you're doing something wrong, then you were objectively doing something wrong. It could just be that the police officers had a shitty fucking day and he's wanting to drag you in for every little fucking thing. But putting out this whole idea that police officers are above being wrong is wrong in and of itself, and you're really using your platform to push some dangerous ideals there.
Look, I'm calling on every American citizen. I love Jesus. I love Jesus. I'm a preacher, but you know what? I also carry an fn-fiveseven.
Woo! I knew it! We're getting out our guns! We're gonna go and shoot some fuckers! Let's go, Josh! Let's go! Ah! Sorry about that. I got a little excited over him pulling out his trademark gun that he seems to have in every fucking video now. The fn-fiveseven shoots assault rifle rounds. The fn-fiveseven is not something that a private citizen should really own. Like, if there's something that can be an assault pistol, that's fucking it. Like, that's an assault pistol. And it's, like I said, it's not cheap. It runs about $1,500 too. The rounds, whew, I can tell you this right now, rounds for that thing are pretty fucking expensive. So when the guy says that he's going to shoot you with an fn-fiveseven, he wants to put that bullet in your ass.
Filled with 20 rounds of pure brutality right there.
Pure brutality? Damn, he knows how to sell a motherfucker, doesn't he? Okay, pure brutality. I would say pure brutality would include like hollow point tips, maybe like a plus P. I don't know if they make a plus P version of it, but a plus P basically is it has more powder in it, makes it go faster and harder. So pure brutality, I don't know about that. It seems like you're the one being brutal there.
Look, I may love Jesus, but if I see you pull a gun on an officer, you want to know whose side I'm on? That's right, I'm going to fill you with 60 rounds of pure lead.
Okay, Josh, you're going to fill them full of lead, quote-unquote lead, because those bullets obviously aren't lead. That's just some kind of thing that you heard on movies, and so for some reason, your uppity white boy ass thinks that that the bullets are made out of fucking lead for some reason. But more to the point here, I think that you're really going against your Christian doctrine. If you really think about it, Jesus in the little garden that he was arrested in one of his disciples, I'm sorry I can't remember which one, but one of his disciples sliced off the ear of the Roman guard in an attempt to defend him from being arrested. So, Josh, I'm kind of wondering if Jesus would pick the ear up off the ground and heel it back onto the Roman guards who were taking him away to be executed. Most definitely, like, he knew that he was going to be executed, right? Because it was part of God's plan. I think that if you actually use your force to kill somebody that's about to kill an officer is going against God's plan. You seem to preach all the time about how you follow Jesus and you love Jesus. You even said that you love Jesus right here. But it seems to me like even though you know Jesus' stance on this, you would still rather cut the ear off that Roman guard than, let Jesus fulfill the Christian doctrine. I don't think that makes you a very good Christian.
Look, guys, it's time that we as Americans, we as Christians, we got to start carrying guns because we got to protect our superheroes, our police officers. If you agree with me, take a moment.
Don't agree. Don't. Can we shut this shit down, please? Can we please shut this shit down? Oh, fuck, I didn't mean shut me down. God damn it. Put me back up on the screen, please. Fucking thank you. Being down here from the South, I've been looking at the civil rights movement pretty heavily lately and been forming some opinions and opinions that a lot of people don't like and that I've actually either have or nearly lost connections over. And I really hate that because I just wish that people would look at things objectively and see them for what they are instead of succumbing to their own biases. And that's what I try to do every day is not succumb to my own biases. I try to look at things objectively. And Josh Feuerstein here is not looking at things objectively. He's looking through it through a lens of religion. This whole idea that God's up on a pedestal, he can't be questioned, he can't be wrong. He's transferring that onto police officers, saying that they are in a position of authority and you have to respect that authority no matter what. No matter what, the police can't be wrong. Just like the police couldn't have been wrong when they fraudulently pull over people and raid their vehicles and take all their money as a part of, I can't remember what it was, but there was that special law where they could seize it and they would have to take it to court. John Oliver did, a whole special on it, and if you haven't seen that, definitely check it out. Oh yeah, civil forfeiture. I'm going to have a link down below to that John Oliver piece. Definitely go watch that shit. But basically, Feuerstein, I really don't think that you have any room to really put up anybody on a pedestal or anything like that. I do believe they are heroes. I believe the job deserves respect, but not necessarily the person behind the badge. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Please go down below. Leave me your thoughts on Joshua Feuerstein's shit right here. Let me know what you thought about my video, my critique of it, and also subscribe if this is your first time here. I would love for this video to crack 100 likes. If you can help me out with that, that would be awesome. I will see you guys in the next video.
It is, sir. 60,000 people saw that. It makes you kind of feel like, in some sense, in some minor way, you're actually doing something. Maybe planting seeds of doubt for people to question one of them. Probably one
not
of
evolve. The earth did not evolve. The world did not evolve. It was created by God. So no, it's not okay for Christians to have diverse opinions.
Alternatively, I could have titled this particular broadcast as Brian Fisher, Expert Evolution.